Welcome or welcome back to my channel. I am Becky Choi, your postpartum corrective exercise specialist. So you might see my setting is a little bit different. I am in Hong Kong right now and I'm so excited to be here, seeing my families, took my kids out to see where I grew up, and it just, because I lived here for the first 13 years of my life and I had lots of childhood memories here. So it's so good to bring my families, bring my kids here to walk along the places that I used to go. In today's episode, I wanted to tell you about this question that this mom brought it to me, and I thought that was very interesting and very good. This is from Nidu, and she asked, could you please explain the importance of weight loss in healing diastasis recti? Excellent questions, really good. And I don't think people talked about this enough. They will just focus on healing the diastasis or just weight loss. It's never a combination of both, but I know that it's super important because I have experience in myself and also helping with my clients through weight loss and healing the diastasis. That transformation that they get, it's so much better than just healing the diastasis or just weight loss. The two are integral parts together, but I wanted to just separate them for a second so that you understand the importance and why it is important behind the scene on each of the goals that we are talking about. So healing the diastasis recti. When you think about, when I ask you, okay, what does that mean to you when it comes to healing diastasis recti? Would you thought about strong core, like feeling you are able to use your core like you used to before baby, getting on and off the bed without problem, bending to the bathtub, picking up the baby using the core without problem, being able to do sit-up or crunches like you were able to in the gym, or like maybe going down the ski hill and you were able to use your core and you feel good, there's no back pain, you have no leaking, you feel really good in general, just like before baby? Or is it that you're thinking about, oh, I'm gonna heal my diastasis recti, I'm gonna have a flat tummy, I'm gonna feel really good, I'm gonna have a flat tummy, I'm gonna look like I was before baby? Or is it a combination of both, like looking flatter in the tummy, maybe not necessarily as flat as before, but also a strong core without any back pain, without any leaking issues, and in general, you feel confidence in your body? Is it a combination of both? When it comes to healing the diastasis recti, I'll tell you what it means. To the book, it's just bring the gap closer together, right? From 3 or 4 fingers close to 1.5 fingers. That's pretty much the definitions of healed. But it's more than that, right? Number is just a number. What does it even matter when, you know, 1 finger, 2 finger, 3 fingers? It's what you really want behind it. So was it the strong core? Was it the flat tummy? Was it a combination of both? So when it comes to healing DR, it would definitely be a bit of both, right? Strong core, flatter tummy. I think most of us women wants to be like that. And if you want like a flat tummy, it's not impossible. It will take some time, and genetically it has to see how you are and also how stretched out and how wide the diastasis was created from the pregnancy. So surgery could be the only options if you just really want to have a tight toned flat tummy. But for other, it could be possible, but I can't guarantee, and no one can guarantee that this will happen. But for most, healing the diastasis would be strong core, you know, no more back pain, you feeling good, and some flatter tummy, because we do have some connective tissue looseness and the loose skin from the stretched out tummy that was accompanied from carrying the baby, right? From growing the baby in the tummy. So it's a combination of both. Now, when it comes to weight loss, what does that mean to you when it comes to weight loss? Probably for most people, that you just want to look better, look slimmer, look lighter on the scale. You want to feel more energetic, and maybe you know that you are prone to having some disease, or there's some family history in having some medical conditions like cardiovascular disease or high blood pressure or diabetes. So these are common conditions when it comes to overweight or obese people, right? So losing the weight will help you feel better, feel looking good, you know, looking great, and depending on how much weight you lose, of course, and based on the BMI, right? If you are in that range of 20 to 24.9, you're in that normal range of BMI. But if you're at 25 to 29.9, then you're overweight, and over 30, you're obese, right? So we wanted to bring you, you know, you probably wanted to set your goals to be in that normal range of that BMI, maybe in the middle scale, right? that's the goal. That's most people what they think about weight lossing is like looking good, right? Looking like slimmer, just look healthier. Now, when it comes to combining the two, right? Her question is like, what's the importance between weight loss and healing the diastasis? So this will really depending on what you're thinking, what your perceptions on your goal. Is it losing the belly fat? Having flatter tummy, or is it just I don't care about the flat tummy, I just wanted to have a strong core? Now, if you just purely want to have a strong core, right, being able to lift your head up and like not doming, not coning, not bulging in your tummy, you're able to manage the pressure and without compensating your back, right, with the back pain or upper shoulder pain, then healing the diastasis and doing the diastasis recti exercises would be just a good focus, would be a really good focus for you to just focus on that path. So then you are able to feel that DR closing and you're able to feel good, right? Closing the DR will give you a flatter tummy, but to what degree? It depending on your body fat. It depends on what's your BMI level. So that's why if you're overweight, maybe you are at the end of that normal range, maybe you're at the 3.5 to 4.9 on the BMI, then you are on the heavier side even if you're on that normal range. So you're carrying some subcutaneous fat, and if you're overweight and obese, you could be carrying some visceral fat. So visceral fat is like the fat between our organs inside our body, intestine, kidney, stomach, is those are the fat that is deep inside our stomach. The subcutaneous fat is between the abdominal wall and the skin layer, so those are the outer layers of fat. Now, if you are more toward the overweight and obese, right, healing the diastasis would not get rid of that belly because you still have those fats inside the tummy. You need to lose fat, lose weight in order to lose the tummy. And also the visceral fat is actually a very dangerous fat for our body because it is prone to having a lot of problems. Now, I'm citing this from a Harvard Medical School study. If your circumference of the waist is 35 inches or more, it is generally a sign of excess visceral fats in your body, and so we need to keep an eye on it so that it doesn't grow bigger, because the more you have visceral fats in your body, the more disease and medical conditions you're likely gonna have. So you're gonna have to keep an eye on that. If you do have weight, you're overweight, you're obese, then losing the fats will help you heal, will help you to have that flatter tummy appearance. And also it's actually very helpful for you when it comes to healing DR, because when you're exercising, a lot of the time you need to use your core to do a lot of the work. Bridges, dead bug, pelvic tilt, and even later on maybe you can doing some squats and plank, right? So those we need to use the core. But if you have a lot of heaviness in your core because you have lots of subcutaneous and visceral fats, then it's hard for you to understand or to tell in your body whether you're doing the work or not, how efficiently you're able to do it. Because when you're exercising, let's say you're doing a bridges and you're doing it in beside a mirror, which I always tell my clients in my Tummy Warrior coaching program to do it beside a mirror, it's harder for you to tell, okay, is this just the fat that is bulging out, or is it actually bulging from not being able to manage the core pressure properly? So it's harder for you to tell to do those exercises efficiently. But of course, you cannot just do the weight loss and then do the DR. I mean, you can, but it's just not as efficient. Why not you just combining both together, losing weight and then healing the DR all at once together? Now, I do have one last thing I wanted to say, because let's say in my Tummy Warrior coaching program, I do not take clients whose BMI is 33 and above, and exactly for this reason, because if your BMI is 33 and above, actually I should really make it like obese benchmark, which is 30, but I figure 30 to 33 is still manageable. I was able to work with some clients to lose the weight and healing the diastasis. But no, my cutoff is 33 in my coaching program, because if you are really that obese, right, then it's so hard for you to tell, okay, am I doing this right? Am I like, you will have trouble bending your knees a certain way. You will have trouble sitting a certain way because you're just chunkier, you're just bigger. It's so much harder for you to bend or do it in a certain position. So that's why I wouldn't take clients who are obese over 33, and that is exactly the reason why. So I hope that is helpful for you today. What's the connections between weight loss and healing the DR? If moms who don't have weight loss, which a lot of the moms in my program have little, maybe like 10 pounds or maybe no weights to lose, so their focus is really just getting a strong core, healing that DR, and then once they're there, you know, their next goal is not losing weight, there's no weight to lose, but it's actually putting on muscles, looking great, looking toned, right, changing up the body composition so that maybe they, you know, it's nicer in hourglass shapes, and like, you know, just have muscles in the right places, fats in the right places. Yeah, I hope this is helpful for you. If you have any questions, subscribe to this channel and DM me on Instagram at BeckyChoi_. I would love to chat with you and see what questions you have, and then I will answer in my next YouTube videos. Talk to you later. Bye bye.